Hello, beach friends. Okay, we are going to continue our walk from last week, but let me go ahead and set the stage. Now, if you're here and you haven't watched part one, I do refer to it a lot, so I do recommend you watch that. I'm going to go ahead and put a little card up there in the right corner, so watch that video first. But if you've already seen that, we're here on Marco. I'm against these buildings here. The tide is coming in at this point, so I need to find all my goodies, show you patiently with a lot of care, but I need to hustle. So that's kind of the situation we're in. I'm going to give you a little preview. We find a couple of good things. So if you're ready to come with me and finish our walk, let's go to the beach. So here we are behind these buildings. There's a tiny little strip of beach and we're in the 10,000 Islands area. So that's Dickman's, that little island out there. Kais is out there. So we're in a fantastic area. I only have so much time because you can only access this area at low tide. So let's just get right back into it. There were shells everywhere. I was so looking forward to this day and coming to this place because you can only get here when it's negative low tide, unless you happen to live in one of those buildings. And if you do, please, we need to be friends. We really, really need to hang out, go shelling together. So if you do happen to live in one of those buildings, by all means, reach out to me. Look at that. First of all, it's a spiny jewel box, which makes it awesome. It's spiny and it's hinged. So I was super duper happy with that. So just walking along, all the shells, and they always look so much better underwater. Once you kind of pick them up and you can kind of get a better look at it, that's when you can kind of really determine what kind of shape it's in. They always look great when they're underneath the water. Now this one, I happen to think is particularly beautiful, but it has a lot of that beach stuff. It's actually called Periostracum. So I'm going to show you, stick around for the very, very end of the video, and I'm going to show you how that shell cleans up. So what other goodies are we going to find? I have to admit, I was a little happy that it had that little bristle worm mark on it, because otherwise I probably would have kept it, and those Florida fighting conchs are heavy. So there's stuff all over the beach, there's stuff all over the water, and I'm more drawn toward the water. That happens to be just my absolute favorite. So I have been, poking around on the beach, but just to pick these things up that are rolling around there. This is a banded tulip that is in great shape, gorgeous color. So that is a banded tulip. And here we have a lovely chocolate brown Florida fighting conch. So many things to love. I look at the aperture, I look at the point, I look at the color, the textures, all the different things that can go on with those awesome shells. So it was pretty fun. There's another tulip, another banded tulip, because there's two different kinds of tulips. There's true tulips. We're not going to worry about that broken piece. We'll just talk about the banded tulip. And I do find a true tulip, so I will be able to show you that as well. So I'm trying to discern, is there anything here that I need to pick up and check out? And I'm trying to be careful and really kind of just keep the shells that are in better condition, because my collection is getting not completely out of control, but it's getting there. I need to be a little picky. Just a little picky though. Oh, okay, that's a banded tulip and it's a little chipped, but I'm going to keep it anyway. So maybe my pickiness isn't so bad. Oh man, that is so cool. So that is just a little Florida fighting conch. Normally when I find those, they are alive. So I'm so happy that I'm finding these little beautiful ones that I can keep. That is also a banded tulip. Its bands have really been stripped away, but you can really kind of appreciate the color that's underneath. So pretty. All right, here we have a little auger with a little hermit crab in there. So that is not a keeper. We'll just take a peek and we're going to have to put that back. Another banded tulip. It was hard to tell what that could have been. A nutmeg, could have been a crown conch, but that is a banded tulip. All right, got a couple things here. We have a lettered olive and another banded tulip. Nope, pretty good shape. A banded tulip and an olive. Now another banded tulip. That one's yeah, we'll leave that for somebody else. Oh, well, there's something in there, so we're not going to keep that. We'll just admire it and leave it be. Plenty of other shells to look through. Here is another banded tulip, and its color is almost completely stripped away. I think that's kind of neat, so I'm going to keep that. See an olive. Yup. Oh, that's pretty. So that's another lettered olive. Kind of got some cool stripes on there. Another real pretty dark Florida fighting conch. Love it. A little horse conch, but it is alive, so we're not going to be able to keep that. We'll just take a peek. It is pretty. And put it back. Ooh, now that is a moon snail. That is called a colorful moon snail. It's also known as a gaudy nautica. So it is a moon snail. It's in the moon snail family, but this is a particular kind called a colorful moon snail. And that is a top snail. I've only seen one ever alive. So those are, at least in my experience, those are almost always empty. Whoa. Now that is a pear whelk. It's in pretty good shape, nice size. Color's okay. I think that's a keeper. Another gaudy. Okay, so this is another one of those moon snails, a colorful moon snail. It's a little chipped up, but I'm going to keep it anyway. I'm going to put that to the side because one of these days I'll get around to my projects. Ooh, that's another pretty good one too. It's a little chipped, but the color's nice. We're going to hold on to that one. Oh, hello, Florida cone. Well, yeah, it looked like it needed to repair itself at some point, but still, I really am a sucker for the cones, so I am going to keep that. Another banded tulip. Oh, that one's so pretty. They have a gorgeous pattern underneath. I mean, usually my eyes are drawn to the dark bands, but those colors underneath are gorgeous. Well, that is a cone. That is an alphabet cone, almost completely devoid of color. Oh, bummer. And horse conch, that little beat up. So a little hard to hold on to. So a couple of shells I did not keep. I do leave some behind. Not this one though. Holy cow, that's pretty. I love the vertical stripes on that. That is just gorgeous. Let's see what this cleans up like. Oh yeah. See what I'm saying? Or maybe not. I just think they're beautiful. Love those Florida fighting conchs. Oh, and an apple murex. It's got a little bit lacy. So that's a good fun shell. Another banded tulip of the like orangey and white variety. Ooh, okay, that is an apple murex. And we have a couple of critters. Well, hello, snowy egret. And hello, little crab. All right, looks like that little critter. Oh, see ya, friend. That one's not going to come out, that crab, so we'll just leave it be. Keep on looking. Oh, okay, that's alive. It has attached itself to a jingle, so that is a live apple murex who's sucking on a jingle, so good luck with that, friend. Okay, here we have a paper fig. And they do look similar to those pear whelks, but they are different. The figs kind of have a texture to them. They're thinner. They have a little bit different shape. So that is a paper fig. and a common nutmeg. Gorgeous color. Nice and bumpy. I do like me a good nutmeg. Well, hello, sea star. This is one of the lined sea stars. And then we'll take a look at its little legs that are always kind of fluttering all over. Yeah, I just think that's so cool. And that's its mouth there in the very center. So that is a lined sea star. Just say hi. Leave it be. What else are we going to find? Oh, well, high crowned conch. It's not that pointy. That's all right. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. All right, there is another banded tulip. A little worse for wear. Another common nutmeg. All right, cool. Something else? Another banded tulip, a little piece of pen shell. Well, that was quick. So we got a couple of tulips, a crown conch, and a nutmeg. Oh, guys, now that's just a juvenile flora fighting conch. I have never seen that beautiful bands, those bands going across it horizontally with the different colors. Oh man, that is a cool shell. Okay, cool banded tulip. A true tulip. Okay, so not only does it not have like a lot of those really dark, deliberate lines, it is a little bumpy. There is a little bit of texture to it. So that is a true tulip. Oh, I see a cone and it looked actually much better above the water. That is awesome. The color's great. The size is great. It's in good condition. Fantastic alphabet cone. Oh, and another one. Okay, so this is also an alphabet cone. I would classify that as a keeper. I mean, you see the one that I just picked up really had nice color, but that is still a decent alphabet cone. I would hold on to that. Well, all right, so this is a lace murex, little beat up. It's missing little this, little that. So we'll leave it for somebody else. We'll keep looking. There's plenty of shells here. Another banded tulip. Well, it's a little beat up. And a little apple murex. Again, a little bit of stuff on it. What else is here? Look. All right, I'm going to go gaga over yet another juvenile Florida fighting conch because of the texture and just the pattern on that. So cool. All right, there is a lightning whelk. Nice color, nice size. Another apple murex with great color. Oh yeah, that one's real pretty. So we got ourselves a lightning whelk and an apple murex. Ooh, and a horse conch. Oh, really cool. Yeah, it's a little chipped on the aperture, the opening there. I'm definitely going to keep it anyway. Gonna keep it anyway. So there was so many fun little things here. Oh, hello, another gaudy nautica or colorful moon snail. And I love this, just kind of looking around. All of a sudden, something will pop out at you, catch your eye. So done. I've been in the water a whole bunch at this point. Let's go see what's up on the beach. All right, another apple murex and a shark eye. So that is also a moon snail. We call that a shark eye. So a shark eye and an apple murex. Another true tulip. Look at the color on that. So that is a true tulip. They do get much larger than the banded tulips, but I just have such a hard time finding them. You find the banded tulips much easier than the true tulips, and that is a nutmeg with really nice color. A very cool nutmeg. Oh, a ribbed cantharus. These used to confound me, but now I can identify them no problem. Really, and now they're one of my favorites. So that is a ribbed cantharus. Okay, broken tulip. Looks a little murky. What kind of surprises are going to be here? A little worm snail. Okay, yeah, probably another juvenile Florida fighting conch I need to have. Oh, another nutmeg. All right, very cool. What else are we gonna find? So it does look, you know, ever so slightly murky. Ooh, but it didn't keep me from spying that really nice apple murex. Great color, fantastic condition. Awesome apple murex. Oh, there's another one of those sea stars. What did I get? Oh, two more of the juveniles. Oh, I was thrilled. Again, usually when they're that pretty, they're inhabited. So I was thrilled that I was finding ones that I was able to keep. Once I found one that was pink, oh, it was so pretty, but it was alive. So I had to return it. That is a shark eye. Another one of those moon snails. Oh, another keeper juvenile. Florida fighting conch. Super happy with that. All right, we're still in the water. And for a hot second, I thought that was a nutmeg, but that is yet again another juvenile Florida fighting conch. And that is another top snail. A little jujube top snail. So look at all the fun things. Another apple murex. Lots of tiny, yep, I see some cockles. All right, that is the top of a true tulip. And this is, to me, this is so beautiful just to see so many shells kind of piled up. But, you know, in the back of my head, I know that my time here is limited. I'm going to need to do what I need to do and then scoot. And there is another live. So that is a live horse conch, one of the little itty bitty ones. And that is a broken lace murex. So we'll just admire it, and I'll leave that for somebody else who's in the market for a lace murex. So I've spent lots of time in the water. It has been very fruitful. I found a bunch of good stuff on the beach too, but I do need to kind of make my way off this area. I need to get around the jetty so I won't get stuck over here. So I'm kind of going to try. I got to make it all the way over there. I got a couple of minutes. It'll be all right. And I'm going to find as much stuff as I can on the way onto the other part of the beach. Here is yet another apple murex. Giant Atlantic cockles. There's lightning whelks. So I'm really kind of trying to be... Oh, apple murex caught my eye. That was in good shape. So trying to, you know, be careful and not rush, but I do need to boogie. I need to get around that jetty. But I'm going to pick up what I can. That's an apple murex, a little bit worn down. A broken crown conch there. I could have stayed here all day. I thought about it. Hey, let me just stay, wait for the tide to come in and go back out again. But, you know, it is what it is, and I've had a lot of fun walking this shell-lined beach, so why don't you take a turn? All right, gonna get a shark eye. Another one of those moon snails. Let's see what kind of color eye it has. All right, just its standard eye color. Oh, and a chestnut turban. That's really cool color. Kind of like that burnt orange color. Very cool. I'm gonna hold on to that chestnut turban. What else did I spy? Oh, now that is a live spiny jewel box. I know it's kind of hard. It's pinkish. Sometimes they will have that pink color, but that's alive. Hopefully it'll grow its little spikes back. Here you go, fella. There's another shark eye. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape. Kind of got a red center there. Cool, we'll hold on to that. What else do I spy? Oh, look at that. And I was almost positive it was alive, but it's not. Because normally when the color is that vibrant, the animal is still alive inside. But nope, that is a keeper. Oh, and a bright orange horse conch that's empty. Yay! With that cool white little top. Oh, beautiful little horse conch. Awesome. I spy another cone. Yeah. I found a couple. I'll leave that. That's pretty beat up. But maybe I'll hold on to this gaudy Nautica. Yeah, I think that's a fair trade. I'll hold on to that colorful moon snail. And now that I'm leaving the beach, I feel free to pick up as many heavy Florida fighting conchs as I want, because I know I will be leaving soon. Wow. Nice brown. Oh, look at that. Really cool apple murex. Deep brown colors on those. And so they range. Sometimes they're that orangey color. Sometimes they're brown. Hello, beautiful. So that is another nice light Florida fighting conch that I suppose I decided to leave at the beach. But not that. Not that. Another gaudy Nautica. Really pretty. And another shark eye, another moon snail, but this is a shark eye. Very cool. Another little horse conch and a keeper. All right. So you can tell I'm trying to, to show you the shells, but I was really boogieing because I needed to get around that jetty, which I did. So we are now in between the first two, which is accessible, and the tide is coming in. So I wanted to be careful, kind of do my business and get back over here. But what's going to be really interesting, and I'll show you in just a minute, is how different, if I had to say from distance wise, maybe it was 75 yards, 100 yards, it's kind of around the corner, but the beach is so different over here. It's 62 degrees. I did wear a jacket when I started, but I did have to take it off because it warmed up quite nicely. And look what's here. It's so very different than the stuff that was just around the corner. So here we're back to all that really common stuff, the arcs, your slippers, lots of your bivalves. So that's pretty much what's on the beach. There's definitely shells here. I mean, you could definitely, find things, but not like it was around the corner. See, here we have a sunray Venus. That's a pretty shell. Probably hold on to that. Very, very different. So it was, for me, very worth it to kind of get around that corner, but it's only possible at certain times of the year. This is another one of the jetties. And so these are accessible. And again, look, there's shells here, but they've much older, been picked through probably who knows how many times, which is probably why I like staying in the water, because I kind of feel I get like first crack at those shells. So there are definitely shells here, just very, very different from around the corner. And here there's, again, a little bit, but almost nothing. So that secret little spot around the corner is pretty awesome. And look, it was so fun. Those Florida fighting conchs, I love them. So it was a great day for those. Got a bunch of those banded tulips and a couple of true tulips. Bunch of those horse conchs, the gaudy nauticas, the nutmegs. Looks like I got a couple of those sunray Venus and egg cockle, lightning whelk, shark eyes, olives, pear whelks, and a paper fig, the apple murex, couple of scallops, a couple of lace murexes, and then we're getting into my favorite stuff, which are all those juvenile Florida fighting conchs, the cones, the couple of lace murex, that big shark eye, the rose murex, and those fabulously colored juvenile Florida fighting conchs, and the hinged spiny jewel box, the top snails, ribcanthus. It was really, really awesome. Thank you so very much for coming with me. But I have something else before we go. Remember, I was going to show you this Florida fighting conch, and it had that periostracum on it. So all you need to do is soak it. Now I'm going to show you real quick. Once it's dry, it even kind of gets crustier. And I tried a million different things, scrubbing, Dremel brushes. All you need to do is soak it in 100% bleach. That's it. That's all I did. No scrubbing, nothing. I just soaked it, rinsed it off real good, dried it off. That didn't even polish it. It came out that lovely. So 100% bleach will take care of that stuff, no problem. Patreons, thank you. Thank you so much for supporting me, for giving me your love. I appreciate it. And everybody else who watches and supports me and leaves comments, thank you so very much. I love doing this. I love sharing the beach with you. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do making these videos for you. So I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you again next Sunday.